What up? What up? Welcome to Nerd Report. It's a day after the congressional hearing for UFOs. What do you guys think? Were you all disappointed? Were you guys happy with it? We're gonna go over it a little bit here.
I want to thank our witnesses for being here. We have before us a panel of individuals accomplished in the military, in civil.
What's up, Jules? How you doing? What's up? Let's go over this a little bit. Since we didn't really react to it. We didn't go over it a second time since yesterday. What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? As people come in, I'll be playing this in the back.
In government, in science, and in journalism. Some of the testimony you will hear them deliver today does not reflect well on influential individuals and agencies within the U.S. federal government and perhaps some of our contractors. It's never easy to present such information publicly. So I appreciate our witnesses voluntarily agreeing to being here today. This hearing is intended to help Congress and the American people to learn the extent of the programs and activities our government has engaged in with respect to UAPs and what knowledge it has yielded. This includes, of course, any knowledge of extraterrestrial life or technology of non-human origin. If government-funded research on UAPs has not yielded any useful knowledge, we also need to know those facts.
Okay with the lady?
Taxpayers deserve to know how much has it been invested, how much has been spent. They shouldn't be kept in the dark to spare the Pentagon a little bit of embarrassment. The reality is, despite their enormous taxpayer-funded budgets, the transparency of the Defense Department and the intelligence community.
All right, we know Jennifer calls BS on all this, right? Jennifer, you're not buying any of this. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed. I mean, if you didn't see the first one, you're good with it. But if you saw the first one from a year ago, this one's kind of redundant. And again, we're waiting for everybody to get their notifications and everything set. We could pass this right here. They all introduce themselves and everything. What's up? What's up, everybody? What is going on? Want to thank the Popcorn Planeteers for the raid. We're gonna go and check. We're gonna be checking out some UFO footage in a bit and reacting to it, because that's what you wanted to see, right? The UFO footage, not really the hearings, the way it turned out. Saw both of them. I believe aliens exist, but I don't think they're here. That's a legit. That's legit. I think it's more likely other government operations. Yeah, that could be it. What's up? We have over 300 people watching Nerd Report right now. Hit that one button if you just came in. Hit that one. Let me know if you got notified. Let me know if you got notified, folks. In the comments, let me know what country, city, or state you are watching from.
Ranking members Connolly and Garcia and members of the committee, thank you for this opportunity to testify today regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP. Confirmation that UAPs are real came to me in January of 2015 when I was serving as the commander of the Navy Meteorology and Oceanography Command. At the time, my personnel were participating in a pre-deployment naval exercise off the U.S. East Coast. It included the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group. This exercise was overseen by the United States Fleet Forces Command, led by a 4-star admiral who at the time was also my superior officer. During this exercise, I received an email on Navy's secure network from the operations officer of U.S. Fleet Forces Command. The email was addressed to all the subordinate commanders, and the subject line read in all capital letters, "Urgent Safety of Flight Issue." The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect.
What's up, folks? There we go. Well, there we go. What are your thoughts?
If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We are having multiple near mid-air collisions, and if we do not resolve this soon, we are going to have to shut down the exercise.
Okay, so that's a big deal. One of the ways these whistleblowers are trying to push transparency is by saying that these objects offer a danger to regular aviation. So that puts the pressure on, right? That's a way of doing it. So you heard that a lot yesterday.
Attached to the email is what is now known as the Go Fast video, captured on the forward-looking infrared sensor of one of the Navy F-A-18 aircraft participating in the exercise. The now declassified video showed an unidentified object exhibiting flight and structural characteristics unlike anything in our arsenal. The implication of the email was clear. The author was asking whether any of the recipients were aware of classified technology demonstrations that could explain these objects. Because the DoD policy is to rigorously...
Now, one thing that was frustrating about this hearing was that we didn't see any images. We didn't see any pictures. It's basically almost like a repeat of the last one, except this time it's 3 different gentlemen. Or is it 4? Was it 3 or 4?
Deconflict such demonstrations with live exercises, I was confident this was not the case. The very next day, that email disappeared from my account and those of the other recipients without explanation. Moreover, the commander of Fleet Forces Command and the operations officer never discussed the subject. Even during weekly meetings specifically designed to address issues affecting exercises like the one in which the Theodore Roosevelt Strike Group was participating. This lack of follow-up was very concerning to me. As the Navy's chief meteorologist at the time, I was responsible for reducing safety of flight risks. Yet it appeared to me that no one...
If you want to speak your mind about this, we could do so because this was aired yesterday. I'm going to share the link in the comments. Okay. Call in. And also, this is a call-in link. You need to show your picture and turn off your video and turn off YouTube. Now, I will say I prefer if you've had an experience with an extraterrestrial or if you've seen a UFO before, do me a solid and share that story with us. Has anyone experienced an extraterrestrial or seen something weird in the sky? And also let us know what you believe these are. Aliens don't have skins like us. They could be like electric waves, or they could be rocks. That is a possibility. I mean, we expect everything to be like us, right? And why? Why do we expect everything to be like us? I 100% do believe that there is life on other planets, but I don't know if they've been here. You know, that's my stance. Go ahead and you can call in, Jules, if you want. Except if you're a regular, if you've been here before, you need to you don't need to show yourself. But if you're new, yes.
At the flag officer level was addressing the safety risk posed by UAPs. Instead, pilots were left to mitigate these threats on their own without guidance or support. I concluded that the UAP information must have been classified within a special access program managed by an intelligence agency. That is a compartmented program that even senior officials, including myself, were not read into.
So I have a question. Who was here on Nerd Report when we were covering the Peru alien stuff and the Las Vegas alien stuff? Who was here? Let me know in the comments.
Last year's UAP hearing before this oversight committee confirmed that UAP-related information is being withheld from senior officials and members of Congress. And just this week, I learned from former DoD official Chris Mellon that satellite imagery of UAP from a few years ago still has not been shared with Congress. Equally concerning...
Okay, he's claiming that there's satellite imagery of UAPs that has not been shared.
Last year's UAP hearing also revealed that elements of the government are engaged in a disinformation campaign to include personal attacks designed to discredit UAP whistleblowers. Having never signed a non-disclosure agreement regarding UAPs, and now as a private citizen, I've become an advocate for greater UAP transparency from the government. The continued overclassification surrounding UAPs has not only hindered our ability to effectively address these phenomena, but has also eroded trust in our institutions. While I applaud previous bipartisan legislation passed by Congress concerning UAPs A more comprehensive approach is needed to address the broader implication of UAP on public safety and national security, as well as the socioeconomic opportunities that open UAP research could unlock. Therefore, I recommend Congress take the following action, which I believe will receive bipartisan support. First, establish robust oversight of the executive branch's management of UAP.
I have a question though, also for the chat. Do you feel that it's strange that they want us to use the word UAP or the abbreviation UAP instead of UFOs? Is that weird? Like, ever since the government has been more transparent, they changed the name. I find that weird. Phenomena. What does that mean? Does that mean it's interdimensional? Demons?
UAP information by directing key officials, beginning with the director of the DoD's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, to provide.
Now, Jennifer says language changes all the time. Sure. But this was like, right when these testimonies came out, right? Right when these testimonies came out. I think the timing is weird. Plus, everyone uses UFO, unidentified flying object, unidentified aerial phenomena. Phenomena and object. What's the difference? Let me know that's a good discussion, I think.
Like comprehensive briefings on what the government knows about UAP and does not know. 2, enact the provisions of the UAP Disclosure Act that establish a UAP Records Review Board to ensure independent oversight, transparency, and accountability in the government's handling of UAP information. And 3, strengthen the UAP Disclosure Act and future reauthorizations with provisions that mandate a whole of government approach to addressing UAP. In closing, I will share my personal reasons for speaking out on this topic. First, as a former science agency leader, having led the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, I've always sought the truth in human knowledge and thought. Now that we know UAP are interacting with humanity, and these include unidentified submerged objects in the ocean, we should not turn a blind eye, but instead boldly face this new reality and learn from it.
And also, what is more interesting? This kind of testimony or actual people capturing things on their iPhone? Even though sometimes it does look a little wacky, right? Okay, listen. Phenomena is an occurrence. Object is just an object. Is something you could touch, right?
Additionally, at a time when leaders in government leave much to be desired, I feel obligated to show moral leadership on this issue of UAP disclosure by validating the credibility of the courageous men and women who have come out as witnesses and whistleblowers to expose the truth. My speaking out has encouraged others to do the same, and it's my hope over time that a number of your constituents will want to know the truth and about UAP, and this number will increase to such an extent that the congressional action I've just recommended will become inevitable. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you. I will now recognize Mr. Elizondo for his opening statement.
He's been around for a long time.
Greetings,
Elizondo.
Chairwoman Mace, Chairman Grothman, ranking members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. It is my honor and privilege to testify before you on the issue of unidentified anomalous phenomenon, formerly
anonymous phenomena. That's a big change. That's big. That's a big change in words, folks. Right? What do you think, Jalissa? It's big change in words?
known as UFOs. On behalf of our brave men and women in uniform and across the intelligence community, as well as my fellow Americans who have awaited this day, thank you for your leadership on this important matter. Let me be clear. UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is...
Okay, so here's another thing. Elizondo, what he's saying, that these UAPs are monitoring military facilities. What does that mean? What could that mean? What could it mean? It could mean extraterrestrials are wondering if we're going to blow each other up. Extraterrestrials may be wondering if we're going to blow them up. Extraterrestrials wondering if they could steal our technology because they don't have that kind of technology. It doesn't mean they could be advanced in one areas and not advanced in the others. Now, or is it foreign adversaries? Is it other countries? And the question is to you all, isn't it weird how these UAPs look a lot like drones? Like they've never looked like drones until now. Are these drones? Jackie says, hey, Lewis, got to go. It's late here. Hey, thanks for the super chat. If you want to support the channel, you could do so with a super chat. Jackie is the first super chat of the day. Thank you. Who's gonna copy her? Let's get the hearts in there. Why Lex Luthor says, why are they bringing this up now, right after the election? I don't think it really distracts people from the election. Especially since Donald Trump has talked about this stuff. And they were talking about it last year.
In possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries. I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies. For many years, I was entrusted with protecting some of our nation's most sensitive programs. In my last position, I managed a special access program on behalf of the White House and the National Security Council. As such, I appreciate the need to protect certain sensitive intelligence and military information. I consider my oath to protect secrets as sacred, and I will always put the safety of the American people first. With that said, I also understand the consequences of excessive secrecy and stovepiping. Nowhere was this more apparent than in the aftermath of 9/11, which many of us remember all too well. I believe that America's greatness depends on three elements. A watchful Congress, B, a responsive executive branch, and C, an informed public. Over the last decade and a half, I learned that certain UAP programs were and are operating without any of these elements.
Adam says he's dating an alien girlfriend. Has anyone thought they're dating an alien?
Although much of my government work on the UAP subject still remains classified, excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos. A small cadre within our own government involved in the UAP topic has created a culture of suppression and intimidation that I've personally been victim to, along with many of my former colleagues. This includes unwarranted criminal investigations, harassment, and efforts to destroy one's credibility. Most Americans would be shocked to learn that the Pentagon's very own Public Affairs Office openly employs a professional psychological operations officer as the singular point of contact for any UAP-related inquiries from citizens and the media. This is unacceptable. Many of my former colleagues and I have provided classified testimony to both the Department of Defense and the Intelligence Community Inspector General, and many of us have subsequently been targeted by this cabal with threats to our careers, our security clearances, and even our lives.
Does he ever say who threatened him, though? That's what people want to know.
This is not hyperbole, but a genuine fact, and this is wrong. To fix these problems, I propose three principal actions. First, Congress and the President should create a single point of contact responsible for a whole-of-government approach to the UAP issue. Currently, the White House, CIA, NASA, the Pentagon, Department of Energy, and others play a role, but no one seems to be in charge, leading to unchecked power and corruption. Second, we need a national UAP strategy that will promote transparency and help restore the.
Okay, here's a question. Who saw the movie Independence Day? Did the president in that movie did not know about aliens? Do you think that's the case in real life? That there's actually information held that presidents don't know? What do you think?
The American public's trust at a time when the public's trust is at an all-time low. This strategy should include a whole-of-government approach, including the academic and scientific communities, the private sector, and our international partners and allies. Third, Congress should create a protected environment so whistleblowers desperate to do the right thing can come forward without fear. As it currently stands, these whistleblowers suffer because of stigma, a code of silence, and concerns about retaliation.
Okay, they talk about a stigma, like you're going to be called crazy if you come out and talk about aliens. Now, look, I've talked about aliens here, and I've had colleagues think it's dumb. I've had people on this channel, like, people that watch the videos say, "Oh, you're talking about aliens." Look, it's part of the news, and I gotta say, when I review videos of UFOs or whatever, I give you my honest opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say these are real. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever said these are real. I say this is a video that's going viral. What do you all think? And I tell you, look, it can be real. It can't be real. And I tell you, most likely it is what I think it is. Sometimes I think something's going on, but I never come in here and say with an absolute, this is real. And honestly, like stigma wise, it's part of the news, right? It's part of the news. So I don't think if people want to criticize what the news is, they can shove it.
These whistleblowers should be encouraged to come forward in ways that protect them against any forms of retaliation. Policies and procedures should ensure that protection. And for those who refuse to cooperate, it is up to the members of this committee and the other lawmakers to wield their subpoena power against hostile witnesses and prevent additional government funding to those UAP efforts that remain hidden from congressional oversight.
Sarah says she's seen a UAP craft, and I thought it was a shooting star, but it suddenly stopped and divided to three, then went separate ways, but not at the same time. Three stayed in place for maybe 4 seconds before going back. Interesting. Man, if you had that video.
In closing, we as Americans have never been afraid of a challenge. In fact, we thrive on them, whether it's eradicating polio or going to the moon. We don't run from a challenge, we take it head on. To the incoming administration and Congress, I say to you, we need immediate public transparency. And this hearing is an important step on that journey. If we approach the UAP topic in the same way as we as Americans have met other challenges, we can restore our faith in our government institutions. Together, we can usher in a new era of accountable government and scientific discovery.
So my question is, what if the transparency is that the government doesn't know? People are going to think they're hiding something. So like the government's stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if they say, hey, listen, I apologize, but there isn't anything, people are going to call BS on it.
I believe that we as Americans can handle the truth. And I also believe the world deserves the truth. Thank you, esteemed members of Congress, for your time today. It is profoundly appreciated by many.
Thank you. I ask unanimous consent for Representatives Ogles of Tennessee and Boebert of Colorado to be waived onto the subcommittee for today's joint subcommittee hearing for the purpose of asking questions. Without objection, so ordered. I would now like to recognize Mr. Schellenberger for his introductory remarks.
Chairwoman Mace, Chairman Grothman, Ranking Member Connolly, Ranking Member Garcia, members of the subcommittees, thank you for inviting my testimony. One of Congress's most important responsibilities is oversight of the executive branch in general and the military and intelligence community in particular. Unfortunately, there is a growing body of evidence that the U.S. government is not being transparent about what it knows about unidentified anomalous phenomena, and that elements within the military and the IC are in violation of their constitutional duty to notify Congress of their operations. President-elect Donald Trump and former President Barack Obama have both said that the government has information about UAPs that it has not released. There are other explanations for UAPs than that they represent a new form of life or non-human life. Current dominant alternative theories, including those put forward by AARO, are that UAPs are some kind of natural phenomena we don't yet understand, like ball lightning or plasma. They could also be part of some new U.S. or foreign government weapons programs, such as drones, aircraft, balloons, CGI, hoaxes, or birds. Whatever UAPs are, Congress must be informed, as must the people of the United States. We have a right to know what UAPs are, no matter what they are. However, we now have existing and former U.S. government officials who have told Congress that AARO and the Pentagon have broken the law by not revealing a significant body of information about UAPs, including military intelligence databases that have evidence of their existence as physical craft. One of those individuals is a current or former U.S. government official acting as a UAP whistleblower. This person has written a report. This is the report that says the executive branch has been managing UAP, NHI issues without congressional knowledge, oversight, or authorization for some time, quite possibly decades. Furthermore, these individuals have revealed the name of an active and highly secretive DoD unacknowledged special access program, or USAP. The source of that document told me, that the USAP is a strategic intelligence program that is part of the U.S. military family of longstanding, highly sensitive programs dealing with various aspects of the UAP problem. The new UAP whistleblower claims that the U.S. military...
Real quick question. Do you want to continue watching this, or do you want to see some footage I found on X? You want to see some footage and go over it? We're gonna show you pictures of stuff, and we're gonna talk about press 1 if you want to see some footage, because people found this boring yesterday. Footage. All right. Got one person for footage. Footage. One. All right, here we go. All right. These are everywhere nowadays. I recorded it. This person says, okay? Now, I got to warn you. This is fair use reaction. YouTube. I'm not going to play the video because some people are copywriting these videos and striking channels, but I will show you this. This is from Istanbul, okay? What do you think of this object? What are your thoughts on that object? Could be a plane. Fake. Jennifer thinks it's fake. A fake what? What do you think it is, though? Is it CGI? Here's another one. Right there. That's another look at it. Spy balloon. Looks too pixelated. Always a tree blocking the view, right? There's always a tree blocking the damn view. This is in Istanbul, though. Now check this one out. This one's crazy, dude. Look at this. Turkey. Look at that. Trump's hairpiece. What is that hair, anyways, with Trump? I don't know what it is. Look at that. That's weird. An unusual an unusual dawn this morning. Footage of rare natural phenomena called UFO lenticular spy Theo clouds. What the hell? What the hell's going on? Flying carpet. I don't know. It looks kind of cool though. Female part. It looks like a sandworm from Dune. Bob. Bad Bob. Oh, look, it made the news. Jellyfish. Turkey, more Turkey stuff. You guys asked me to look for stuff in Turkey. That looks like a Cylon ship from Battlestar Galactica. Doesn't it? You guys think it's AI? Wouldn't it be clearer though?
DoD unacknowledged.
Oh, what's this? That one's cuckoo. Look at that.
Acting as
Again, Turkey. Is that say Kazakhstan? Look at that. What do y'all think of that? It looks like a helmet. There are a lot of weird things out there. What do you think of this one, folks? This looks fake. It looks like someone's hat flew, right? Las Vegas lights. Yeah, this stuff was filmed way before CGI. This was found in India, allegedly. 10,000-year-old painting. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? That's nuts. It's a drawing, but it looks like what we think of aliens. Aliens look like. Human skull. UFO over a hill. Why does it have lights? No. What the hell's that? What do you mean, Jules? Send me some. Check my phone. Oh, okay. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. This definitely CG AI. It's Gamera. Do you guys know what Gamera is? All right, we're getting silly here. The AI is, man. All right, let's check out let's check this one out. All right. Want to remind everyone that Grayson Report is tonight at 7. Who's going to be there? Is this new though, Jules? All right. I'm not going to play this video because every time I play, for some reason, Bigfoot videos are always copywritten for some weird reason. I have no idea why. But yeah, this was from a few. Wait, this was from last month. But check this out. Trixie, thank you for being a member. 21 months. Hey, Trixie. 21 months. Hearts for you. Not this one. That's what I got from you, Jules. So this is supposed to be Bigfoot? All right, there's a UFO sighting now. Hold on. UFOs or Sasquatch? What do you think is more interesting? All right, this one is from September 25th. Bigfoot? People like Bigfoot more? Wait, Jennifer thinks both are interesting? All right, let's go here. Image shows UFO downed by U.S. aircraft, jet, and Canadian airspace days after Chinese spycraft incident. This was from a few years ago. An image of a UFO that was shot down by U.S. fighter jet over Canada last year was released on Wednesday. The blurry picture, which appears to be a photocopy of an email printout of an unidentified cylindrical object, was captured as it hovered in the air on February 2023, days after it was shot down over Canada, which borders Alaska, according to CTV News. All right. Maybe I can play this.
Find the lowest.
Wait till this idiotic commercial gets out of here. Skip. All right, here we go.
This latest shoot down comes just one day after the U.S. military took down a different aerial object on orders from President Biden after it entered U.S. airspace
You guys
above
hear that?
Alaska. Meantime, off the coast of South Carolina, recovery efforts for the Chinese spy flight are now on hold because of rough weather conditions. We have Fox team coverage with Lucas Tomlinson live at the White House and Brian Yennas live in South Carolina. South Carolina Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace is also standing by with her reaction. First, though, to
All right,
Lucas
now that's the
Tomlinson
wrong
with more
video.
on this latest.
This is. Let's see. We'll get the right one. This video, then, the first one. This.
These professionals have one thing in common.
This? Yeah, this is the jellyfish. The jellyfish UFO. This one's crazy. What do y'all think of this? Like, everything's ignoring it, too. Look. It looks like that probe droid from Star Wars. You know, man. Everyone's ignoring it. Look at all the people down there. They're just like, yeah, la, la, la. It is a strange looking UFO, yes. I think a satellite was filming it. It's primer. Well, it's weird, like an old school video game. But the crazy part is everyone ignoring it. I think this was officially released by the government. But check this out. Look at this. Doesn't it look like that? You think it's a guy with a jetpack?
These
Oh
professionals
my
have
God,
one
get out of here. Hold on, I'm getting commercial out of here. Star Wars. That's it. The rebels are there. An Imperial folklore, yes. It seems like it's see-through, right? Why is it changing colors? It seems like it becomes transparent. The problem is, like, look at the end. Why do they just stop filming it? They just stop filming it. Folks, I'm gonna wind down the show because I got a few things to do. I still got some situation to take care of, but I just wanted to come on here for almost an hour and talk with you all. What's on everyone's mind? Let me know in the comments. Shit. You love the alien chat? We'll try to get more. Sending love to Mama Leka. Thank you. The more you stay in the hospital, the more chances of getting stuff, right? I have 10 minutes to go. I have to do some stuff, Jules. You need a maid? Someone needs a maid. By the way, it's Jules' birthday. Happy birthday. Tammy's birthday was yesterday. Sending love and prayers to Mama Leka. Thank you, Carol. All right, good question. You could ask me some questions. Who's going to win the fight, Paul or Tyson? And would Jake Paul win against the winner of Eddie Hall and Mars? I don't know about new fighters, but primetime Paul versus Tyson. Tyson eats them. But if it's a real fight, Paul wins because Tyson's too old and inactive. I don't know what the script says, if there's a script at all. I don't know if it's fixed, but I don't feel like it's going to be a real fight, right? Folks, I have a DJ channel where I play music. Make sure to sub to that. I'm dropping the link in the comments. Sub to my DJ channel. I don't know why everything's always like capital and here's the link. Thanks for all the kind wishes for my mom. Shannon. Holy shit, Shannon. You just scared the shit out of me. All love to your mom. Please be a strong advocate. My mom went to the hospital because of a broken shoulder and then ended up getting pneumonia and passed away. Yeah, no, yeah, that's condolences. And ridiculous, that has to happen there. That's terrible. Thanks for coming on in here and sharing that story. I'm going to be more precautious. It's awful. Yeah, no, I'm scared. All right, folks, I gotta get going. I'm gonna have to do things behind the scenes. Thank you. I just wanted to bring something a little different, since people are asking for UFO stuff and everything. Something a little different than the Diddy stuff. We could do the other stuff as well, and we could talk about politics, whatever. We could do a lot of things. We could rub our belly and scratch our heads at the same time. So, do me a favor. Check out Grayson Report tonight at 7 o'clock. Who's going to be there? You're going to be redirected, okay? You're going to be redirected right now. Thank you very much. Nerd out.